Most people think that the best wildlife experience in Tanzania are only found deep in the bush. But what if I told you some of the most beautiful nature-filled moments I have had were right here, just steps away from the ocean? Hey everyone, my name is Pemia, and welcome back to Pemia Voyages and Lifestyle. If you have been following the journey, you already know we have been exploring Aya Sophia Villa Garden here in Kigamboni, Tanzania. This is part 4 of my Aya Sophia series. And this time, it's not just about the beautiful hotel. It's about what happens when nature, comfort, and culture come together in one place. In this video, I will take you through 4 parts of my experience. First, a talk with the manager in the gardens, where I learned something exciting about their new spot in Arusha. Secondly, exploring the gardens with my tour guide and discovering something special for families. Third, a close-up moment with some unexpected guests. And last, a walk through the dining and beach area where the day winds down with food, peace, and a whole lot of beauty. Let's get into it. We started the day walking through the green lawns and bright flowers around in the garden area. That's where I met the manager of Aya Sophia. He told me something I didn't expect. Aya Sophia has now opened another villa in Arusha, just 20 kilometers from Kilimanjaro International Airport. The place is called Ayasophia Wildlife Villa, and it's built right in the heart of Tanzania's tourism zone. The way he explained it, it's more than just a hotel. It's a place where animals roam freely in wide open space, where guests can enjoy breakfast or lunch out in the bush, surrounded by nature. They even have professional photographers on site to help guests capture those rare moments with animals, something which is a really thoughtful touch to the guests. The manager was open and easy to talk to. Both my tour guide and I appreciated how willing he was to share. He also made it clear that the experience in Arusha is different. The wildlife is richer, the scenery is wider, and there is more room to explore. I told him that I would definitely visit the place when I head to Arusha, and I meant it. As we wrapped up the conversation, we walked around the garden. You could see the ocean in the distance, palm trees gently moving in the wind, and even the animal area nearby. I rounded off that moment chatting with my tour guide, just soaking it all in. Next, my tour guide and I decided to walk further into the property. The path we followed was lined with green grass on both sides. Before long, we came across a signpost showing us where everything was. The gym, men's sauna, women's sauna, and the swimming pool. What really caught our attention were the sauna signs, so we followed the trail to find them. On the way, we passed different villas and got a closer look at the swimming pool. The water was blue and clear, and the area was peaceful. We talked about how good saunas are for health, helping with stress, sleep, and even sore muscles. Another surprise was finding a kids' play area. It made me realize how thoughtful this place is. It's built for everyone. Adults, kids, families, not just couples or solo travelers. That's when something colorful caught our eye. A peacock, just walking around like it owned the place. We couldn't ignore it. We followed the peacock. But it wasn't just one. There were several, I tell you, moving freely around the green lawns. I was drawn to their bright colors, especially the deep blues. I got closer, hoping to interact, maybe even one touch. But every time I moved forward, they stepped away, maybe protecting their space, maybe just shy. Still, I crouched down and watched them. They were calm, slow, graceful. Just being near them felt so peaceful, I tell you. That moment reminded me something. Sometimes nature speaks loudest when you are quiet. If you have ever been to a place where nature just moves around you like that, birds, animals, wind through the trees, let me know in the comments. Where was it? And how did it make you feel? Later in the day, we found another signpost showing the way to the restaurant. We paused to take some photos first because views were too good not to be missed. Then we walked towards the restaurant area. It was close to dinner time and the chefs were already up the grills. You could see the smoke starting to rise as hot ashes warmed up the space. They had all kinds of barbecue, called nyama choma in Swahili, plus some seafood and vegetables. We asked the chefs about dinner time and pricing. Dinner started at 6 p.m., which gave us just enough time to look around more. Nearby, we find another swimming pool. This gave us a full view of the ocean. Imagine swimming there with that view. Inside the restaurant, chairs and tables were neatly arranged, waiting for guests. We followed a small path towards the beach, passing a heart-shaped garden sculpture, flowers and green grass the whole way. The animal area sat just off to the side. Then we reached the beach. The sand was white and soft. There were just a few people there, not crowded, not loud. That's one thing I really liked about Aya Sophia. It's private. You can hear your own thoughts. You can just breathe. Aya Sophia isn't loud. It's not trying to be flashy. It just is what it is. Quiet, full of life, and tucked in between nature and the sea. Every corner we turned had something to offer. Calm gardens, curious animals, spaces for families, and views that stay with you. It's this kind of place that doesn't ask for attention, but still gets it. If you enjoyed this journey, stick around for the next one. And it's the day I finally feed the animals and tigers. Until then, let me know in the comments, would you rather be in the garden or at the beach, or walk near the animals? Thanks for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Asante sana.